Sorry, I just asked him, like, yo, do you like guns? Because I have a plenty of guns. You like knives? Swords? Because I got plenty.
Yeah, literally, actually.
Yeah. But I'll leave it at that. Passive aggressive. I'm just letting you know that this is what I got.
Imagine you say you like knives and he's like, nice play.
So yeah, I'm into that.
No, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd have a sit down with him with a glass of scotch. I'm like, yo, have you ever hunted before? Have you ever killed an animal? Have you ever skinned the flesh off its body while it was alive? Welcome back to another episode of the Sergio Talks podcast. It's your boy Sergio Talks.
It's your boy Matt.
It's boy Carl.
And before we get into this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on
Patreon.
You guys get an extra episode every single Friday. For more behind the scenes content, make sure to go ahead and check us out on
Fanfics.
And we have a second YouTube channel,
B3.
which we're going to address. Listen, there's a lot of things that you guys don't understand that's happening behind the scenes, but I promise you, we are not letting that channel go. We are coming. I know, I understand. We are coming back, and we're going to be coming stronger than ever. Don't do a gay joke. We are coming back stronger than ever.
Oh, okay. I understand why I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
So, bunch of topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
And again, remember, guys, it is season 4 where you guys direct the show. So we took all of your guys' opinions because clearly you guys hated us, and we did it our way. And you guys might be wondering, where the hell are you guys? We're in a different studio in
Miami. Yeah, shaking the yacht on a butt, shaking the yacht. Hey, 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 hey.
Just for those of you who couldn't hear what Matt was saying, he said shaking a yacht on a butt.
No.
That's what he said.
No.
That's what you said. That's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what shaking a yacht on a butt,
No,
shaking a yacht.
Shaking my ass on a boat.
No, that's not what you
That's
said
what
at
I
all.
said.
Speaking of something else that happened to Matt the other day, so we were playing volleyball yesterday,
my God.
okay, and there was what Matt would refer to as a terror rix flying across the sky, which for normal people, that animal is called a pelican. Matt, what did you call it? And you didn't hear it. What did you call that bird when you saw it, Matt?
In dend.
No, say it in English.
What's a dend? A dendo, c'est quoi?
You said Matt looked at the sky and he says, "Oh my God, it's a turkey!"
Ain't no fucking way.
I swear to God, he's like, "Look, a turkey."
Ain't no fucking way.
A turkey doesn't fly, right?
Oh my.
Well, it does fly.
And even if it would fly, it would look nothing like a fucking pelican, bro. Here's a pelican and a turkey.
Oh man, but it does look like a turkey.
No, you're being racist towards birds. Not all birds look the same.
All birds nice, man.
What happened? Oh yeah, and even more, stuttering or ad libs. Matt, yesterday night, I actually went for pizza. And I know we went for pizza, but hold on, it gets better. I know for at least a good 10 minutes, Matt was preparing his next question in his mind. Matt, what did you ask the girl at the counter for?
Oh God.
Don't say it. I actually forgot.
Matt, so usually, well, I'm gonna test you out, okay? When you want like forks and knives, what do you?
Do you have forks and knives?
No, but what do you say? Like, what's a general term?
Oh, the utensils?
That's what I said.
No.
I said utensils.
How is it?
Yo, he said, "Can I have Houston styles?" the girl had no choice but just to say, "Huh?"
You know what?
No, she laughed a little bit.
Yeah, she huh?
I get it because there was that one girl when we went out for breakfast, and I was like, "Do you have mayo?" And then she was like, "What?"
Oh yeah.
Mayonnaise.
We're not built for America. But we will be doing a U.S. tour at some point. Well, we'll be taking the podcast around the globe, around North America to start.
Well, we also did our first meet and greet.
We did our first meet and greet in
Really
Miami.
nice.
Very happy to turn out for our last minute meet and greet. So
Yeah.
shout out to all of you that came through.
Yeah.
But our goal with you guys, and this could only work if you guys smash the like button. So I'm not going to talk anymore until you guys hit it.
Is it mayonnaise?
It's mayonnaise.
What is it again? Utensils? Utensils?
Utensils, dog. There's a T. There's no ST. It's utensils.
Ustensile.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, right. Yeah, because it's written the same way. Shut the fuck up. You know what? We're gonna up the ante because we've seen you guys be able to repeat week in and week out 1,000 likes. We need at least 1,500 likes on this episode. We could go and fetch an extra 500 likes. I know you guys can. I know you guys watch it and you're like, I'm not gonna like it. Like the damn video. Like the damn video, and we'll start thinking about putting money aside for a world tour.
OnlyFans. Oh yeah, world tour.
What he said.
A war tour.
What they said.
World tour.
A war tour.
You stencils.
That is crazy.
I ask it so seriously.
Carl was messing up the word mayonnaise. He looked at me. He's like, Yo, am I fucking
Mayo, mayonnaise, mayo.
Yeah, now I say mayo. I feel like this is this.
So that's the travels.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so in the news, so I stumbled on a story the other day. Don't ask me why I stumbled on this specific one, but it was very interesting. So back in 1993, there was this couple. Okay. I don't know what's so confusing about what I'm saying so far.
I just said the word couple. It just doesn't ring.
Are they white?
It doesn't ring a bell.
To me.
Are they white?
Yeah.
Well, no. So just bear with me, okay? So there was a couple back in 1993 that they were together. They were married. They didn't have the best of relationships, right? At one point, this girl's husband, who was called John, right, comes home drunk one day. And because there is still such a thing as consent even when you're in a relationship, from her point of view in her story, he sexually assaulted her. In retaliation, what she decided to do... I'm sorry, it's fucked up, but it's so crazy. She decided to cut his dick off.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No.
I'm gonna say some foul shit. It's really wrong what he did, but it's really wrong what he did, but what she did is 10 times crazier.
She cut his dick off.
I cut like with an.
Yeah, she grabbed a knife and cut his wiener off, and then she decides to get in a car and drive away from the scene with his wiener in her hands. And she's having a hard time driving because she has one hand on the steering wheel and one hand on the wiener. And guess what she decides to do next?
Throw
it out the goddamn window. So then afterwards, obviously, he ends up calling the cops. The cops come. And she kind of gave the information about where the wiener was. And basically the cops go and do a search. And they end up finding his dick in the grass. And how they found it was a cop stepped on it by accident.
Oh, no.
Anyways, fast forward, long story short, they're able to get him to the hospital and the wiener and reattach it. So he's good.
Right, it doesn't
He's
function.
good.
Yeah.
In both cases... Fast forward, both of them end up being
Charged.
no, they end up both being innocent. So he was innocent for the sexual abuse. Basically, his claim was it was his way to subdue her, and there was consent, etc., etc. So he was found innocent, and she was found innocent also because she was basically diagnosed like temporarily insane.
Temporarily insane.
Yeah.
What would you guys do?
Wait, hold on. But now, 25 years later, since that happened, because this was in 1993, so it says, in 1993, Lorena Bobbitt severed her husband John's penis, alleging years of abuse. That's her claim, that she was going through years of abuse with him, right? John denied these claims, and both underwent separate trials. He was acquitted of marital sexual assault, while she was found not guilty due to temporary insanity. The incident sparked global media attention and discussions on domestic violence. Decades later, so now, Lorena, now using her maiden name, Gallo, advocates for abuse victims and has shared her story in documentaries. John, after a period of media appearances, has faced legal issues and health challenges. Well, not with his dick. I'm sure it's just unrelated. The case remains a significant reference in conversation about domestic abuse and media sensationalism.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Are they still together?
No, they're not together anymore.
So, okay, now let me ask you, what would you do?
What?
My dick?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm gone. I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
No, they reattached it,
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
not
out.
gonna work as good as it
Oh,
was.
you guys are really good mans.
but I'm out. What would you do, man? Actually, don't answer, bro. I don't want to
I'll
be
answer on
canceled. I
Patreon.
want 1,500 likes first.
That's it. Phew.
It is crazy though.
Penis?
It's gone.
Yo, peeing is gonna hurt.
You're gonna pee from nothing.
I mean, no, I think it's like not everything, but just like
You know how I just wonder how long that surgery was, because you have to like stitch it back properly to where the pee canal remains connected to the pee canal, and you know what I'm saying.
And in
Like, everything-
1993, and it was like that accurate, the medicine at that moment.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know if like the wiener just ends up being like reconnects like fucking venom, and it just like attaches to the right spots afterwards. But yo, that shit's crazy. She had the wiener in his hand.
she threw it on the grass.
Hey man,
Watch it before putting it back in.
you never know who you marry, man.
Yeah, temporarily insane is kind of crazy though. I think it's something.
Like, he's wrong, but she's wrong. Like, they both just. What the fuck did he do to sexually assault? But also, her, she's insane. You guys could have just went separate before. I don't know.
Divorce, you mean?
Yeah, just divorce right before. You know, like him, like if like he wasn't getting sex or playtime with from her, and then that's why he like kind of forced it.
Just break up, basically.
Yeah, just break up. Go see someone that wants
Don't
you,
need to
or
think about that.
or you pay $100 in Colombia and you have free pussy.
No, it was 120 actually.
Somewhere 200.
Something like that.
Depends on the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she that bad, pretty expensive.
Not from experience though. You guys calm down.
Relax. Okay.
We didn't get the full Colombia experience,
No, unfortunately.
fortunately.
Fortunately. No? Unfortunately. Talk about Colombia.
Yeah. Miami. There's a lot of Colombians here.
There is a lot of the
Okay.
Latino community is really tight here.
Tight.
I hear a lot-
Oh,
Tight.
oh.
Yeah,
Use
they're-
your words wisely.
they're tight. Like, as a
Like,
group,
yeah,
they're
as
together.
a. Okay.
Like what? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You motherfucker.
Right. Me.
No, that's your. It's your
I don't like Latinas, so I don't know.
I don't know how you don't like them, bro. As soon as they start speaking Spanish, it just does something to me.
Yeah, we know that.
How would you know?
No, we know that.
We saw that waitress that she was like, "Come on," and I was like, "Ooh,"
Waitress.
whatever she said. At the breakfast we go all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we ask you on Instagram, very simple, to ask us some deep question. So we're gonna dive in right away and see what you guys have to ask us. First question: do you find it difficult to open up in a relationship, and if so, why?
Yes.
If so, why?
I think I've addressed this before. I always have this thing where I always feel that my burdens are my burdens and they're not anybody else's. My form, a big love language of mine is like I do acts of service or I do things in order to make other people happy, and that's like my form of satisfaction towards myself. If that makes sense.
Get it.
Like if I make someone else happy, I'm happy. But at the same time, I wonder if that's like a form of narcissism. You know what I mean?
Didn't we have this conversation at some point that you?
Not specifically about narcissism, but we had a conversation where I said like I do things, and like I don't know if I'm doing it out of like manipulation or
No, but the conversation we had, it says you truly never do something for someone. You always do it like
do something for yourself.
For yourself, because like if you want to please someone, you think that you're doing it for them, but you like the validation that they're gonna give you to.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the smartest thank you.
What? Yeah. What's the word for it? It's not narcissism, but it's just based. It's like a certain word that you just do those things thinking that you do that for them, but essentially it's just for the validation, the thank you, the whatever it is. Like to the point of just opening a door. Yeah, just to the point of opening a door. Like you think you open the door just for the person, but you open the door because you want to look good for them also.
Also for them to say thank you.
Yeah, but to
I
say
know
that.
when they don't say thank you, it pisses me off.
pisses
Same.
me off too.
Yeah.
I see validation from that thank you. Exactly.
Yeah, because otherwise you shouldn't care if they say thank you or not. You know what I
We
mean?
really don't care.
Oh, I care. I'll pick you up and put you.
Where, man?
No, but like,
Yeah.
I'll grab you and put you like
I've never seen you.
drag you down. No, of course not.
Tequila.
No, because you guys are gonna stop at me if I do that in front of y'all. So, yo, man, qu'est-ce que tu fais, bro? What the?
I agree.
See?
I feel like opening up is hard, but I think one of my biggest scares is for them to use whatever I tell them against me whenever let's say she's mad or anything like that.
Say that again, one more time.
But you know when basically I say how I feel to my girl, and then she uses that in a fight,
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like she makes fun of your
100%.
micro penis.
stuff like that. I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah.
100%. I don't.
I feel like you are the easiest out of all of us to open up because
Me?
you're very expressive. You're very straightforward. You out of all of us, I think like I mean him it's facial expressions. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like in terms of keeping stuff in, I feel like you have the hardest time keeping things bottled up.
Yeah.
with like for so long before you address it.
So listen, the truth. I was about to say that for me, it's not that hard to open up. One thing I will do say though is when I open up, sometimes like if it's a specific thing that is really deep, I'm not gonna say truthfully exactly the thing. Sometimes I'm gonna say everything around it to see a reaction, because if I tell you exactly the truth, I'm scared like you that you're gonna use it against me, because it pisses me off when you use it against me after. So sometimes I just rather don't like to say other things beside that means the same thing. So c'est comme passer par mes chemins. But I rarely do that. Most of the time I just go straight forward. I just say it and genre, it is what it is. But as I say it, I'm gonna tell you, don't you fucking use that against me, because I'm gonna be 10 times.
You say that.
Yeah, I say that because I'm gonna be. I listen. I'm someone that can be very calm in the conversation, but I can also be super mad. So I like to tell you in advance to say, if you do that, I'm gonna be stupid mad.
I get it.
You get what I mean? Like if I know that you purposely say it to piss me off and use it against me, I know you did that out of is it spice or
Spiteful?
yeah, genre like
Out of spite.
Yeah, like you wanted to like start some shit. I don't like that. It's like I know you did it like for a reason. Anyways,
But then again, it falls under the umbrella of a toxic relationship if ever your partner does use that against you, because then that's fucked up, and they're not a nice person. What?
just here in the frame.
Oh, what frame LAVAL?
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you guys have negative self-talk that you struggle with? So something that you constantly like I think it's like your body dysmorphia. You always say that you're t'es faible ou je sais pas quoi.
Yeah. I feel like it's really a gym rat thing. I mean, a lot of people have it regardless if they go to the gym or not. For me, it's the gym 1000%.
But if we go deeper, is there anything else that you keep telling yourself like negatively, and you're just like, I wish I wouldn't say that about myself?
On a deeper level, maybe finding love.
Okay.
As of all, I don't think I'm gonna find love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's been a while and everything that I keep thinking that I have those deep talks with my mom, talking about I should find a girlfriend, blah blah. I'm turning 27 at the end of the year, etc. And every time I try to have a relationship with a girl whatsoever, it doesn't work because of like mostly self-sabotage. I'm there like, oh, do I really deserve love, etc. But then again, I think I do deserve it, but it's just the fact that I'm still single, even though I think so.
You're still single even though you think so?
Even though I think that I do deserve love. Yeah. But, yeah.
I mean, from a friend POV, you definitely self-sabotage for sure.
Yeah.
I got called out twice. Where the fuck you?
110%.
I got called out. At first, I didn't know. Then I had a deep conversation with the girls I was talking to, and they literally said, you never gave us a chance. And then I'm like, I actually didn't. You know what I'm saying? Or it's really just self-sabotage every time because I'm the one that's like, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna do this and that.
But I think you did give them a chance. I don't think you did not give them a chance. I think it's just more so like you didn't give them a chance to be like, you know, their actual boyfriend, but like you gave them a chance to like, you know, like see what it's like to date, see what it's like to spend time with someone like more often than just like a fling, right? Or like it was a little bit more serious, and I think you just saw that, yo, like I'm just not in the place where I want to be at in life to be able to sustain a relationship. Because if I take myself for an example, like my last relationship, I never should have been in a relationship to begin with, because I wasn't where I wanted to be at. You're a lot further than I was at that time now, right? But I could still understand why you still feel like you're not ready for a relationship yet. But me and Matt had this conversation, and Matt said, there's also the thing that you might always never feel ready to be in a relationship, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, I understand where you're coming from, and I see you as obviously younger than me. So me in my head is like, you have time. So I understand why you don't want to settle down now, but at the same time, like, if a good thing comes, you don't need to push it away. That being said, also, both of you guys, I feel you guys have good intuitions, and I honestly genuinely think that if she was the right one for you, it would be an undeniable question that you would have cuffed her. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things as, like, you know, potentials, but I just feel like once you know said person is like the one, then, like, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Only thing I would say is to add to what he said. I was basically saying, like, the thing of, like, never feel ready, or like you're not where you want in life. If you make 6 figures and you're saying, oh, I want to make millions, so I'm not where I want. When you're going to make millions, your lifestyle is going to be different, and you're going to have some bills to someone that makes millions. And at that moment, you might say, oh, if you're making $1 million a year, you're going to say, I'd rather do 10 mil. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And then at 10 mil, you're like, oh my God, this lifestyle is crazy. And you know, and you're always constantly going to say, like, I'm not ready, because you always want to achieve more. But as an entrepreneur, like, you can't live your life saying that you're not ready. You get what I mean? Yeah. Because you're always going to want more. It's the constant stress of entrepreneur. You're going to do a business. The business is going to work for, I don't know, 7-10 years. Then you're going to hop on another business, and you're just going to go on with this life, you know? Yeah. So essentially, for me, as a friend perspective, I would just say, like, with everything he said, just chill down on the always saying I'm not ready yet, because this is never gonna, like, it's not gonna leave regardless of anything. Just, I like what he said at the end, when it's the good one, don't push it away. Just, you know, go with the flow. It is what it is, regardless of the salary you have. If it's the good one at that moment, she's not gonna make you make less money. They always say the good women make you 10 times better, and I'm pretty sure you can call your mom and ask her that, and your mom is going to tell you, when you have the right partner, it's going to help you elevate and not go down. So you're just going to make as twice money. She's going to support you in your businesses, and you're going to be fully concentrated. It's not going to, like, pin you down or whatever.
Yeah, she'll give you your own time to work and shit.
That's why he said, when it's the good one, you're going to know, because you're going to be able to work, be concentrated, love her, do whatever things that you need to get done, and still be at work and still be productive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, my mom said the exact same thing. She was talking about, you know, growth together. Like, it's boring to be single for that long, etc., etc. I agree with her, because I feel like when you're with someone, it's better if you guys grow together and actually build an empire together. And again, in my head, I think that's my toxic trait. It's just, I want to be able to give the world from the start. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have my girlfriend, and whatever she wants, whatever she needs, I just give it to her, and it's fine, you know.
But that's your perspective of you giving her the world. Her receiving the whole world could be you just taking her out on a picnic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we spoke about this last week too. It's also about setting the boundaries from the get-go. Like, it is hard, but once the standard is set, it's a lot easier to go about things financially, rent, groceries, this, that, and the third. Like we spoke about last week, if you already set the standards as, I'm going to take care of everything, then that's the only thing that she's going to expect. And she's a girl. She's just going to be like, okay, cool. But she's also going to be like, okay, cool, if you let her know, like, hey, like, my lifestyle is like this, you know, and I expect some kind of return from you in certain aspects. Example, it doesn't always have to be this way. You know, you buy the groceries and she'll cook, rather than, because I know it's your type to and buy the groceries and cook. You get what I'm saying?
And wash the dishes.
Yeah, so if ever you see her washing the dishes, let her wash the dishes. Don't, you know, correct her or whatever. I know it's hard, but it's the standards, right? It's the same standards that you apply to her that you apply to yourself in regards to you know, how much time that you spend with them, right? Because I know you have a hard time saying no, right? But then that takes you away from you know, your business or your time, or to just think about other things outside of, you know, spending time with your significant other, right? But if the standard is set where it's like, yo, this is the time that I need in order to work, or I can't chill today because I need to work. If she's understanding, cool, she might be the one. If she's not understanding, then you already know that she's not the one for you.
I think I agree with you guys. I think what you guys are saying was really make sure that it starts as like a 80-20-ish, because I like to give 100% zero. Like you said, I do the groceries, I cook and I wash the dishes. But if anything, I could do the groceries. I could cook with her, and let's say she does the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Just like a bit more fair. But it's just.
But it is just to start.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way.
Yeah.
Actually, there's no like I'm not giving the world because it's just groceries, you know.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I feel like this is the right thing to do. But when it happens, I'm like, she starts washing dishes. I'm like, no, leave it.
Yeah.
She wants to cook, and I'm like, nah, it's cool, I got it.
But I used to do the same thing as you, and I still partially do it. But the thing is, like, and you know, like, you're gonna burn out. You get what I mean? Like, it's
exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting. It's like doing 100-0. It's not a normal relationship, regardless of anything. And also, the other thing I want to say is, like, when it comes to money, you're saying like, oh, like, I want to give her the world. There's so many women out there that generally don't care about that. They actually care about, like, how you're gonna treat them, the time that you're gonna give them, how you're gonna love them, or whatever. Like, that you get her a nice car, trips, all that. It's all bonuses.
Yeah.
Of course, they're happy, but like, there's a lot of women that would rather that you treat them good than you get all the trips, travels, and cars and all that. You get what I mean? Yeah. So like, I've heard that from good women. I've heard they say, I'd rather my man making 100K a year, but he treats me like the best woman in the world, than a man that makes $1 million but treats me like shit. You get what I mean?
I agree. So
at the end of the day, it's just to remember that. But anyways, we'll move on to the next one because we have many questions. I like this one. Which one is more exciting, sex or intimacy?
Is more exciting?
Yeah.
Exciting. I think intimacy.
Yeah, intimacy.
I think it's like it's all the before. You know, when you start like the build up, yeah, like even before that, like if she has a like nice dress, that's sexy, like she's flirting with you, she tells you she has no panties on, like stuff like that. All that for me, like, oh yeah, I'm down. And then obviously sex is good, but exciting, intimacy, I think.
Tell me you have no panties and still don't give it up to me. That's gonna drive me crazy, but in a good way.
I agree.
Like, text me afterwards and be like, oh wow, what a shame, I wasn't even wearing panties. I'll lose my shit.
Or just like slight touches.
Yeah.
Or like if she tells you, yeah, I was waiting for you to touch me, but I guess you didn't want me.
Yeah, or kiss me and then push me away. What the fuck? How dare you? But it's actually that, you know, we had an interesting conversation. We were at the meet and greet essentially, and we met with these people, and it was actually girls wanting the male perspective on certain things, right? And a girl was asking basically like, you know, she likes to have sex, right? But she doesn't just want to give it up to just anybody. And how does she filter out the guys who just want to hook up with her versus the guys that actually want something serious with her? And I told her essentially the same thing I'm telling you guys now. It's, don't give it up right away. The guys who are going to stay might potentially want something more serious, and the ones who are not going to text you anymore is because that's the only thing they wanted. They just wanted to have sex with you, and the fact that you didn't give it up to them, they already like ghosted you or went to someone else. So if anything, you know, keep it pushing. But afterwards, how can you tell if a guy wants something serious with you? Is if he shows initiative, right? The asking you out on a date, cool with the fact of not sleeping with you on the first date, actually is trying to get to know you, and the most important one is being courteous, courting. Is if he courts you, if he opens the door for you, if he pulls out your seat at the dinner table, if he pays for the bill. And again, he doesn't have to nail each and every single one of these things because he might not be aware of all of them, but just if he hits certain ones off the checklist, then that's when you know that he's probably looking for something serious. And if he does it on a repetitive basis, you know, do 2-3 dates with him, see if he stays consistent within those 2-3 days, spread them out, you know, across the month or so. You know what I'm saying? Like take your time with things. I know that like everything now in life seems like things have to happen now, or like everybody's living in a rush. People always think like, you know, they're going against the clock. It's like, yo,
chill.
we're all gonna die. Take it easy, man.
Next one. What are you the most proud about one another?
Ooh. Well, I don't want to talk anymore. I've been talking a lot. You start.
For Carl, I would definitely. I'm proud of how you were in the beginning. How like you can't say no. How like you are people's pleaser. All that you still are, but before it was like to an extent that like I felt in my way that like people were taking advantage of your gentillesse, kindness. Like, you know, like girls or whoever were just taking advantage of you, and I in my head it was pissing me off. So I was like, bro, like just tell them no, like they're not worth your time like that. But for you, like anyone, like I'm a people's pleaser. Anyone at the end of the day, in my head is like, no, not everyone can have your kindness. You get what I mean? You have your own word. You have your own time. Your time is precious. So essentially, when you give that to everybody and anybody, I'm like, some people will just take advantage of that, and then they brought you like today, like 99.9% of those people, you don't even talk to them. You know what I mean? Like they're not even in your life. So all that time that you wasted, you gave to them for what?
I can't even get it back.
You know, so I'm definitely proud that you worked on that, and now you can, you know, slowly but surely putting your boundaries
very slowly but surely.
Yeah, you're putting your boundaries more, and you choose your time more wisely with a specific type of people, and I like that about you.
Yeah, I think you're becoming more mature.
Yeah, definitely. And for Sergio, I would say does that make sense? Openness, like you're more open to critique and to hear like what we have to say without like being a fight. You get what I mean? I'm not saying that before it would be a fight, but you would be so like
more there would be more tension.
Yeah, and like the wall is like so high. It's like whatever I'm saying is like done. I'm not hearing. And now it's more like I say something, and then you just take it. You say what you want to say also, but when you say it, there's nothing in your voice.
Feedback.
Yeah, no, but there's nothing. There's not an undertone. You get what I mean? Like you just say what you have on your heart, also, but there's no undertone. You just say it how it is, neutral. And for me, like that was a game changer from the beginning to now. It's more like from both of us or the group, it's like more mature. The conversation could be more easy, like
more productive.
Yeah, more productive, and we can also pass on the next subject very fast. You get what I mean? That pissed me off. That pissed you off. Okay, next. You know, we move on, and like the day after, it's like, you know, when the conversation we had at his house, and you said like there was animosity for that reason, like literally, I don't know if it's me, but as soon as you said it, like your vibe completely changed after, and you were good vibes, and then the day after it was like we moved on. Like there was not a week of chat, like still weird vibes until it comes nice vibes again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, proud of your openness or whatever you want to say it.
Thank you.
For me, I think for Sergio, it's his stubbornness and the fact that he was like, I'm never wrong. But now I realize that most of the time, whenever he's wrong, he's either the dumbest shit, like we're playing video games, or like we're just talking to talk, whatever. He realizes it and he says, okay, yeah, you're right. But like I can't do that because I'm never wrong. So I realize that Sergio now, he does say and agrees when he's wrong, which is a good thing, which is growth. And for you, Matt, I feel like it's something that I always had, but I don't think I realized it until recently. But it's your work ethic. As of I know you, like you work a lot in like in the back rooms or whatever that we don't see, whatever. But I think I realized that a lot whenever you close collabs for the pod or like just for yourself or whatsoever. I just like I'm there like, okay, yeah, he's actually working. So whenever he's like saying that he's working, I know that he actually is. You know, we're sending those emails, etc. And it's just that work ethic that I feel like personally I should look up to because I like to procrastinate a lot. So whenever I see you either signing deals or like doing this and that, I'm there like, oh my god, okay, he's actually doing something for himself. I might as well just do the same thing because I also want to grow, you know.
Yeah, make money.
So I think your work ethic is something to really look up to, you and Serge. But yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'll just elaborate because I was gonna say the exact same thing for Matt. I was gonna say the go getter mentality of just going out, like whatever you see. The minute you see an ad of something, you just end up saying, "Yo, let me find the contact information so I could collaborate with them." Like without like waiting on a list of emails and not following up for like over a year and stuff, but that you go ahead and you send emails right away, and the quantity of collabs that you close is just a reflection of your work ethic, right? There's a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. No fear of rejection, and also just like I said, just like the execution of seeing someone having collab with someone, reaching out to them and asking for the contacts, or just going out and finding the contacts yourself and sending an email. And if anything, we always make fun of Matt for having like a blunt, like expressions, but I think that gets you, that's a part of your work ethic. It's like you're blunt, but it gets the job and the responses done quicker. Like no back and forth or anything like that. Like some people might take 2 or 3 phone calls with the same collaboration, but like you'll be able to close it in one.
Appreciate that.
And then because I'm trying to pick things that hasn't been already said. Well, Carl, it's something I've been saying as a joke, but it's actually really true. But like, Carl used to work in a freezer. So I just think from my perspective, only because like I'm able to see things because I'm older, but being able to see like Carl at your age, because technically we started this when you were 25, 24, 25.
No,
24.
23.
33.
Yeah.
23, right? So to remember where I was at 23 and then to see where you are at 23, and I think one of my proudest moments, because there's certain, you have like certain memories that you're able to replay on your head and they live in your mind rent free, and you remember them like like Hawaii, for example, like certain parts in there. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's when you pulled up with your new car. Like typically, like I'm gonna be dead ass. I feel like the less mature, or like the younger part of Sergio would have been like envious and jealous. But I swear to God, bro, you pulled up with the car and I swear to God, I felt like a proud father. I swear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that just goes to show like where I was like maturity wise, but just as a whole, like I think it's very like, it's like I said, right? It's not Sipa. It's not because of me that you were able to get it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like the fact that I saw you get it is as if like I was trying to explain before, like seeing you being able to get it brought me happiness. That's what I'm trying to say, because I said before, like when I get people things, like it makes me happy, but in this case it was like the same thing. Like it felt fulfilling to see you get a car. I don't know how to explain.
No,
it was
but
weird.
Yeah.
Like when I was seeing like both of you guys too, like I was just happy. I was like, yo, my boy's got money now.
Yeah, you kept saying that's the first thing he said when you walked. He said, yo, he did the round of your car. He said, yeah, my boy's got money now. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, next one. What's one expectation you've let go of, and how did it change you?
One expectation that I let go of, and how did it change me? Not expecting anything from anybody.
And how did it change you?
Yep. It made me like not rely. It kind of sucks, but I feel like, especially like in the entrepreneurial world, you kind of have to have that kind of mindset. Because at first I was always giving people the benefit of the doubt, but now I can't. Now I always think that people are more often than not, they're not going to follow through on what they say, or they're not going to follow through on the expectations that they gave to me. So now it's always like,
you're more pessimistic.
now I'm just like the quietest one in the room. Like, you're going to tell me but I'm not going to believe you, but I'm not going to say anything, so I'm just going to do it anyways.
Yeah, I get
you know what I mean?
I'd say go.
No, go ahead.
I'd say for me, I don't know if it's an expectation, but it's kind of bad what I'm gonna say, but I think you guys are gonna understand. My expectation, I used to like people to have common sense. So I used to like.
Well, I think you used to think that people, like everyone, thought like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Simple.
in my but like I used to really have anger issues, because of that.
Yeah.
Like in my head, it's like it's so
you can be so
fucking
stupid?
yes. You know, I was getting so mad over stupid shit because I was like, this is comments. How do you not know that? Like, not know like an information, but like know like how to act in a certain.
Like 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah,
It's
just
simple.
like so simple. But I realized over time that, you know, people don't live in my world. They have their own world. They have their own shit going on. And I just, like, I can't judge them. It's like, you do you, you know? Like, it's just whatever you say, okay.
Well, that a lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are ignorant.
So I just happen to now let go more. So how did it change me? I get mad less. Or comment je pourrais dire ça?
Upset less.
Yeah, like, je le laisse pas le affect me.
You don't like
Yeah, you don't let it affect you.
Yeah, don't let it affect me. I don't let it affect me as much.
It was literally just the first word that he said in French. Like you don't take it personal or
yeah,
anything,
exactly. It's just like, okay, you don't have
Keep it pushing.
in my head I talk some shit like crazy, but I'm just like and just move on.
I get it. I think for me, it's that not everyone is gonna like me. I think since I was a kid, like I said, I think I have like a perfection complex. As of, I feel like everyone
Has to like you.
has to like me because I don't see why wouldn't you like me because I think I'm cool, anyways. But I think I realized that not everyone sees me as like the great cool person. You know, everyone has a different perspective of me, and I should be able to accept that. I think it's an aspect that I have to put in my personal life as well, like relationship and everything. But yeah, not everyone's gonna like me, and I just gotta, you know, like you said, keep it pushing and just keep on being me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, I like this one. And I know Serge is going to be really good to answer about it. We spoke about it in the podcast, but maybe you're new, so we're going to answer for you. I'm a big homebody. I don't want to go out, but how am I supposed to find my husband? I've been living in the US for almost 2 years now, and I have 0 friends. Then people piss me off.
I understand. I love that.
So, yeah.
Put yourself in environments based off of your likes, your hobbies, and the things that you love to do. If you love to paint, go find yourself a group of painters that paint on a Saturday night, and you'll most likely find like-minded people. There might not be a guy there for you, but you know, you could just get connected with them, and maybe they'll connect you with other people, and so on and so forth. So you expand your circle based off of the things that you like to do. If it's sports, sports. If it's art, it's art. If it's literature, whatever it may be. There's literally things happening in your city. I guarantee you there's a dozen, if not 2 dozens of communities of people associated to the things that you like to do that you can be a part of, and then find, you know, if not a husband, but at least like friends that they might be able to find you a husband.
Next one. Well, no. If you had daughters, would you be afraid on how other men will treat her?
I in this day and age, like the brain rot that I see on the internet, I literally want to have my daughters and have them in an underground environment.
Yeah, I understand. I get what you mean.
That they don't see sunlight or other boys. No, I'm joking. I'm just afraid for them. Like, because, yo, the day that my daughter's going to come home heartbroken, bro.
Yeah, you don't know how to, you're gonna
I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, who?
But you know what's the craziest thing is, like, you, from what I've heard from my parents, you actually have to let it go.
No.
Like, no, but hear me out. Hear me out. It's like, I was talking to my dad. My dad used to say like the same thing or whatever. Or like, oh, if someone bully my kid or someone blah, blah, blah. Like, he's pretty young. You've seen it. And he's jacked up. He's like, yeah, toute la testosterone. He's like, I'm going to do something. But like, talking with my mom used to say also, my mom, you know what I've learned from my grandma? I don't mind exposing that. You know what my grandma said? She said, your mom is exactly like you. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, when you're young, she was a bum. I'm like, I'm sorry, what are you saying? Like, for me in my head, my mom's a nurse, doctor, little perfect, little girl. She's like, nah, you don't know your mom. Your mom used to be problems. I'm like, she's like, yeah, she's exactly like you. I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, yeah. She's like, my grandma's like, because I saw my grandma in Miami, and my grandma's like, you know, like you now, you mature now, you guys are like all well put together, it's okay. But your mom wasn't like that, and you were too young to know. But yeah, your mom was problems. So I know, essentially all that to say that even like my mom with her personality, she's like, anyone touch my kid, I do blah 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 blah. And like over time, my parents told me like, is like, you just have to let it go. Like, things that happen with your kid.
Yeah, but imagine a daughter though.
Yeah.
Like you're a son. You know, like you're meant to like go about in the world and like, you know, let the world harden you up.
Oh.
T'as compris.
Yeah.
You understood. But a daughter, I want my daughter before she gets taken out on her first date that she brings the boyfriend home.
Like he has to come in.
Yeah,
A little bit like,
he has
the
to.
movie. What's the name? Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Yeah, Den of Thieves.
Yeah,
yeah.
They just come before taking her out on a
prom.
date. They come at the house, and the guy.
Remember 50 Cent brings him in the garage with all his boys there working out.
No,
You didn't watch Den of Thieves?
no.
Oh, that's probably why.
You're gonna fucking love it.
But yeah, I'd be the same way, bro. I just want him to see the trouble that awaits him if ever he does anything to my daughter.
I agree. But if anything, I think she's gonna learn from those heartbreaks or anything like that.
I know, but still,
I want it, but she has to,
yeah.
so she could know.
I just want to limit. I just want to limit the amount of heartbreaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're gonna happen. That's fine, but I want to limit the amount. You know, because like look at Matt.
What?
He could have avoided so much trauma.
I wouldn't lose my hair if it was not for the trauma.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna finish with this one.
Sorry, I just asked him like, "Yo, do you like guns?" Because I have a plenty of guns. You like knives, swords? Because I got plenty.
Yeah, literally, actually.
Yeah, but I'll leave it at that. Passive aggressive. I'm just letting you know that this is what I got.
Imagine you say you like knives and he's like, nice play.
So yeah, I'm into that.
No, he says I'm into that, but he's taking out your dog.
No, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd have a sit down with him with a glass of scotch. I'm like, yo, have you ever hunted before? Have you ever killed an animal? Have you ever skinned the flesh off its body while it was alive?
Okay. Last one. Have you guys ever suffered with any addiction or anyone you love in your life who has?
Yep. Sugar addiction. It's fat as fuck. Carl,
Yep.
take it easy.
Yo, guys.
Yeah. He was
The boy
fat.
was eating. Holy
I was eating good though. Well, technically bad, but good.
Too bad and too good.
Yeah. I definitely had a sugar addiction. Sugar addiction. What else? I think I had another addiction. I had a video game addiction also.
Yeah, definitely. It was about
I had a video game.
But does it count though? COVID?
Yep.
Does it COVID?
Yep.
We had nothing else to do.
Doesn't matter.
Still.
I'm so proud of like the
I don't
accomplishment.
regret it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of what
So
I
you know
did.
what? I'm gonna expose a story. Voulez savoir ou pas vous? So I don't know if I actually mentioned it on the pod. I don't think I ever did because my brother just found out for the first time the other day. So I actually the last job before like doing all things social media like full time, the last job that I got, I was fired from because basically my job was like to speak to clients on the phone, right? But I had two monitors that my work gave me, and I'm like, yo, I could do everything on one monitor. I could use the second one to play video games while I work. That's exactly what I did. So my job was just to cold call people, and my numbers were really good. Like I was a really like known salesperson at this company, right? The future was bright for me. But anyways, basically, as I was doing these phone calls, they're all recorded, right? So I had to hit a certain amount of phone calls per day. So if I got my sales done for the day, right? I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like, do phone calls. Whether they answer or don't answer, not my problem. I'll just mute myself and that's going to be the end of it, right? Mind you, every phone call is recorded. One of those phone calls was recorded and the client called back the company to say, hey, I just got this weird phone call from you guys. I don't know what this is about. So then my bosses in HR went to go listen to that phone call. And basically the phone call goes a little bit like this. Yo, he's on me. I have no plates. He's on me. They had a full-blown recorded conversation of me playing video games on work hours, talking to my friends while this guy is on the phone trying to inquire about rebuilding his credit. And then, shortly after that, it was so awkward because they sat me down like this over Zoom, right? And I was on the camera, and they said, "Can you just explain this conversation?" And when they press play, bro, I just
freeze.
The only bullshit answer that I had was like, "Yeah, I was going on my lunch break right after that phone call, but I did that one phone call, not thinking that the person was gonna answer, so I just started my lunch break right there and then." They didn't believe me. They fired my ass, bro.
Oh my God.
So that's the story at the beginning of Sergio Talks, because right after that is when I started doing my sad boy feel good content.
That is actually insane.
Can you imagine, bro? And I just know that one of the guys that like, I just know that like they had to be professional, but I just know that inside they were dying, bro. Because I would not be able to contain myself. I had to fire someone because they played Call of Duty. If anything, I would have been like, I understand, but not on work hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, that was my story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of season 4. Hope you guys enjoyed the dynamic.
I want to say something. I really like those questions. So for the next ones, I'm gonna ask you again deep questions. So just make sure you go on my Instagram every like Tuesday or Wednesday. I post them. So make sure you stay tuned and yeah.
And also comment them down below too. If you already know that on the top of your mind, the kind of questions that you guys would like us to answer, leave them in the YouTube description box. 1,500,000 likes and subscribe for the love of Christ.
Do it.
All we want is that silver plaque that says 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
After
we
that,
want
we'll
that.
retire. We just want that one.
Yeah, come on now.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on
Patreon.
where you guys are going to get an additional episode every single Friday that nobody else is ever going to see except you guys on Patreon. For more behind the scenes content, make sure to go ahead and check us out on
Fanfics.
and for our second YouTube channel that has nothing uploaded for the past 6 months, but we're coming back, I promise. Stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Harder than ever. Sexier than ever.
Yeah.
Sweatier, colder, faster, better, handsomer than ever.
Arr.
It's been your boy Sergio Socks.
Boy, man. Arr.
So we're going.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Toodaloo.
Salí con la amiga, dando vueltas por la city, con mi canción en la bocina.